Why do people have so many problems?
See, problems, most problems, like I have always said, are in the mind. Now, a lot of people have bad childhoods, a lot of people have messed up lives. That is okay, I don't even blame those people. But most of these people are not abused. Most of them have not had a messed up life. And yet they have problems. The reason is identifications. And not just identifications that become compulsions. Now, let me define a compulsion. Okay, my definition of a compulsion is very clear: something that you don't have to do, but you still end up doing because you are compulsive towards it. Like cigarette smoking, it's bad for your health, you don't have to do it, but it is a compulsion because your body is addicted or your mind is addicted, or at some level, at some energy level, you are addicted to that thing. That could be not just cigarette smoking, but doing certain things, certain kinds of habits, thinking poorly, thinking in a wrong manner. These all things can be compulsions.
Why don't you have such problems?
Well, I personally had a very good life, but generally, I have trained myself over the years to not be identified with these things because I am not them. So, I have had the right education, I have read the right books, I have seen the right people, I have seen successful people the way they work, I have seen poor people the way they work, and have found clear attitude differences. So, I have just adopted the right attitudes of not being compulsive, of doing exactly whatever I want to, and not and realize and doing something, not doing something I don't like. It's very simple. Just don't do something you don't like. And compulsive in the sense of, if you need to do it for your survival, do it. But if you need to do it because you have to do it, and that has nothing to do with your survival, why are you doing it? There is no logic to this.
What is your definition of survival though?
See, survival, as far as I am concerned, is eating food and maybe shelter. Okay. Otherwise, people can live in a certain amount. They don't need to work very hard. The only problem is we are greedy. We want more and more, more and more, more and more. That is when your survival becomes a problem. That is when you think you are below a certain line and you cannot live. No, the line to live is very low. You can live, you can enjoy your life, you can be perfectly happy. When you want to live like someone else, that becomes a problem.
What if the most successful person you know tells his attitude to you? What will you do?
If he tells it to me, if he explains how he lives, it's not about the most successful person you know. What is success? There is no definition of success. Is it a great musician? Is it a rich person? Is it someone who's happy? What is success? So, success, first of all, has no definition. Now, let's assume I want to become rich and I go to the richest person and I don't like his attitude towards life. That's great. At least I experimented. You must experiment and find out what is not you until you realize that nothing is you. But to start off, to understand life, to get your interests in general, you have to experiment, you have to ask various people, you have to talk with various people, you have to go forward and approach them without fear. Approach them, ask them. People want to talk. Most people want to talk about their lives, especially if they are public figures. They will sit and talk. So there's no problem here. You have to have the confidence, go forward, ask, talk, speak, understand, read, and then you will automatically understand where you stand in life. It is not about success. Maybe you want to be a middle class man doing a job for 8 hours a day in all your life, and I respect that. But as long as you want it and it's not a compulsion,